Here are the results for Wednesday, December the 22nd. In the first race, I didn't have a bet, but my top selection was Crown Trippy, much the best at 4-5, paid $3.80. In the second race, I thought Aim and Fire would go off at a nice price. Went off at 6-5, was right there at the top of the stretch, third. In the third race, my horse was 13-1, nowhere to be found. The fourth race, I liked Summer Lucky, went off at 2-1, fourth. Fifth race, I passed the race, Sailong Star was fourth at 3-1. In the sixth race, starter allowance on the turf, I picked Marquette Cat to pull the upset by going wire to wire. I looked for him to outfinish Maddie's Crowd and Lucas Brady. As they came into the stretch, it was Marquette Cat on the lead, and then...
As they make the swing for home, and Marquette Cat's all out now on the front end. He opens it out to a two-length lead once again. Lucas Brady moves to second. Broadway Actor back to third. Maddie's Crowd is getting out late. Marquette Cat, Lucas Brady, Maddie's Crowd. These three fighting down to the line. Marquette Cat holding on today. And Marquette Cat goes all the way.
Nice, just as I saw it. Had the exacta and the trifecta. In the seventh race was the horse I had the most confidence in, Devilish Silver. Was running against my second choice, She's Trippin' North in the stretch. She's Trippin' North pulled away at 6-5. I was second at 2-1. In the eighth race, it was an allowance at 6.5 furlongs. My selection was Evil Queen. When I looked at the board, Evil Queen was 9-1. The speed duel developed on the front end, and as they hit the turn...
Queen is taking the inside route as she tries to mount a bid from the back of the pack. It's still Living the Blues, now joined by Prize Informant. They're right together at the quarter pole. Evil Queen is putting in a good run as she splits runners, and now One Star is starting to make her presence felt, and it's wide open as there's six across the track, and One Star furthest out may be coming best of all. One Star the far outside, the Maracutana there, Evil Queen, My Mama Gator hanging tough down along the inside. Any one of these four. My Mama Gator, One Star, Evil Queen splitting those two. Evil Queen, Evil Queen.
Oh, it was so close, but 9-1, paid $21.20. Made me a winner for the day. In the last two races, I didn't hit the board. I ran a distant, well, I did hit the board. I was third, and then I was off the board in the last race, which is my last investment race. But for the day, I had 3 winners out of 10 overall, and out of 6 betting races, I had 2 winners. I made over $30 on the day by collecting $85 in winnings. So let's take a look at what we got going on for the Thursday card, and then we'll take a short holiday break. Here are the selections for Thursday, December the 23rd. Today we have an 8-race program, and it's the last day before we take a short Christmas break, and then we'll come back on Sunday for selections for one more card before ending our Tropical Park Challenge with Mike Welsh, the Daily Racing Form. In the opener on Thursday, it's a maiden claimer. I'll pass the race. The second race is a claiming event going 6 furlongs on the main track. My selection is Gato Paso. Gato Paso turns back from a mile effort just 5 short days ago. He also looks like he's been running in much tougher company since he's coming out of starter allowance. If he can handle the short turnaround and the turn back in distance, I think Gato Paso is the winner today in the second. So I'll take $5 to win on Gato Paso in the second race. I'll pass the third. The fourth race is a mile 70 yards for starter allowance company, and there are 2 horses that I want to talk about. The first horse is Coach Gravy. Coach Gravy walked with his last effort by over 12 widening lengths. However, that was on a sloppy track. So if we're off the turf today, and if there is some wet weather, then I think Coach Gravy would be the play. However, assuming that it's not wet weather, my selection is Usain Again. I had Usain Again 2 starts back when he went off at over 6-1 and paid $14 and change. He seems to be kind of an in and out type of a horse, and he looks like on a pattern that today is one of his in or a race efforts. So I'm going to go with Usain Again. He's run upper 80s in 3 of his last 4 races. He looks like he could be the one to beat, and I think there are some vulnerable favorites in here, so I will go with Usain Again, $5 to win in the fourth. In the fifth race, it's a starter allowance going 5.5 furlongs. My selection is Lesson Learn. Lesson Learn just missed in his first trip over the Calder surface. It was a photo finish. I think with 1 over the track, he will get the job done today. I think it'll be hard to deny. $5 to win on Lesson Learn in the fifth. In the 6th race today, we're going maiden claimers on the main track going 7 furlongs. I'm going to double the investment on Sheriff Bullock. Sheriff Bullock is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're about to see here as we go into the winter season. And that is shippers coming from all over the Northeast and the Midwest for top trainers with top jockeys. Today, Sheriff Bullock is ridden by top national rider Julien Leparoux, and he goes for top trainer out of the Midwest, Eddie Canale. He just misses out of running a winning race against Maiden Specials at Churchill Downs, drops in for a tag here. I think the bettors may overlook him. He'll get a bit of a price because there are some local horses who have better numbers, but I think class tells and the connections tell. Double the investment on Sheriff Bullock in the 6th. And my last investment on this card is in the 7th race. It's starter allowance going 8.5 furlongs, scheduled to be on the turf. My selection is Kelly's Pick. I think that 2 horses, which are my 2nd and 3rd picks, Dancing Rage and Kumana, have excellent chances to win today. I think both of them have a class edge. However, Kelly's Pick is much like Sheriff Bullock in the 6th. Kelly's Pick comes down here from New York and New Jersey, where she's ran really well. She can be right up on the pace, or she can stalk the pace. She gets a top jockey from the national scene, Rajiv Maharaj, and she's been very consistent. She's been in the exacta 9 out of 12 starts, and she's run ascending buyers in her last 4, 72, 76, 79, 83, all on the turf. Low 80s will win this race today. I think she'll go off at a bit of a price, and I will go with Kelly's Pick in the 7th. We'll come back tomorrow, Christmas Eve day, see how we did today, and then we'll come back on Saturday with a look ahead to the Sunday card.